Grab my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witnessing. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my...
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and I'm sure all of you just watched the Thunder lose to another team that had a losing record. And this is and just two slow starts in a row. I mean, it's just what it's come down to, but it is the NBA, and it's a long season, and you're going to go through stretches where you're not ready to play, and but you can't dig yourself holes the way you did against Atlanta and the way you did against the Nets. Now, part of that is that we've just played both of those teams earlier at home not too long ago. I think the Nets was last week, and the Hawks like a week before that. So playing teams back to back that quickly, you saw where the Chiefs lost to the Broncos playing a back to back, and then they turned around and lost two that they lose to the other day back to back playing like that. So, it's hard to the Raiders. When you can't play a team and then turn around and play them a little bit later, a couple weeks later or whatever, and expect to be different. But the Thunder have to take care of business against teams, and we were one of the best teams in the league, 17 through 24, and then of course the bottom. We were better than anybody else, not losing those games, and so that's part of the way that the league works. But this is the thing that the Thunder have to realize, is that now you are the hunted, not the hunter. Okay? So you're not surprising anybody anymore. Nobody's overlooking the Oklahoma City Thunder. Wrote that down as a W on when they had a chance to do their list. Oh yeah, that's a W. We're going to get that. And that's not happening anymore. The Thunder are not going to get away with stuff like that. It's just not going to happen. You have to be ready for teams, and because they are going to be ready for us. And I can promise you that you're going to have to be ready to play for the Wizards. When do we play the Wizards? In 2 nights, on Sunday. You're going to have to be ready to play the Wizards, because I can promise you the Wizards are going to be ready to play the Thunder. And now you're getting in where teams want to knock you off instead of just coming in just thinking, oh, we're going to get, this is going to be a tough game, but we can get a W here, instead of now we've got to come in and we've got to be ready to play, because I can promise you now that we're going to get everybody's best shot now. It's not, the Thunder aren't this team that's going to sneak up on people and nobody has respect for anymore. Those days are over with. So what does that mean? The Thunder fall to 23-11. The Nets are now 16-20. They broke their 5-game losing streak thanks to us tonight and our slow start. And, you can't be down, at the end of the first quarter, we were down 18, 21-39, end of the first quarter. You can't do that and expect to have any sort of winning. I mean, you're just not going to. And then when you turn around and you're putting in Lindy Waters and Davis Bertans, and you're down 15, and you put in both of them, and you're 0 for 8 from 3, so I guess that's his way of joining and putting those guys in the game, or his excuse to play them. I mean, you can't play guys that are on the bottom of your bench when you're going down. You can't do an 0 for 8, and your Lindy Waters can't shoot threes against anybody but the Hawks. So what the hell are you doing? And Davis Bertans, yeah, I can see that, but Lindy Waters? What about Wiggins? He shoots 40-something%. So I don't, Dagnall and his bench playing just, it's just when I saw Lindy Waters and Bertans, and I'm like, dude, are you throwing the game already? It's just the first quarter, bro. Joined by my guy Nathan Taylor of YNB. What's up, bro?
Man, I had to cover for a little bit. That was probably the worst game I've ever seen, man.
Well, it's not the worst game I've ever seen.
Well, no, nice comeback, but man, it was awful, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, this is the second game in a row we did not start out with any energy in the first part. And, like I said when I was first opening part of the show, I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that, A, we've already won. We beat both of those teams so quickly, not too long ago. And I think, that was in our minds that we had beaten them, and I think that probably aided in us being lackadaisical with them, not taking them that seriously. And then them making every damn shot that I'm like, are you serious right now? And I mean, and that was all night long. I mean, it seemed like every time we'd make a run, they would do something different every single time. And so, my hat goes off to the Nets. They played well, but the real Nets came out at the end and started the fourth quarter, or towards the end of the third quarter, when he got his lineup in there, which is the right lineup with SGA, Joe, Kaysen. But how about at the end of the third quarter? I mean, we're down, 11 or whatever it was in the fourth quarter. What were we down? 20. We were down 22. We were down 22.
Yeah.
And we were making a run at them because remember we were down 30 and we made a run. And SGA drives, hits Kaysen in the corner. He shoots it off the side of the backboard. I was like, are you kidding me, dude? That was the story of our night. I mean, wide open looks. And just, that's just mentally not being there. That's what that is. Now, Kaysen, he's a rookie, and you're going to get that from him from time to time. He started out shooting 50-something%. Now he's at 40-something, and we'll go over that. But, you can't do that. You can't be like that. But anyway, the start of the second quarter, we're down 21-39. You start with J-Dub, Chet, Bertans, Wiggins, and Meachit. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, not a bad line to start with. But,
I
mean, you could tell, man, at the beginning of the night, though. I mean, you got a lead, man. SGA missed his free throws again.
Dude, 10 for 15. He missed 5 free throws, 2 in a row.
I don't know what's going on with him, man.
Dude, he missed 3 against the Hawks. I don't know.
But the whole team is missing 3. I mean, golly, they couldn't hit a 3-pointer to save their life in the first half.
Yeah, 0 for 8 at the end of the first quarter, which is why he was putting in Bertans and Waters, and that didn't help because Lindy took a shot and hit the back of the rim, wasn't even close, which is standard for him when the game's on the line, except for, like you said, when he plays the Hawks.
Where did the defense go? I mean, golly, man.
Yeah, but dude, they were making threes, and it's not like they were wide open. We had guys running at them. We had guys guarding them. They weren't wide open, so there's not. They're just like, I believe, what was it, in the third quarter? Fourth quarter. No, second quarter. Maybe it was the second quarter. Michi was in the game, so it was either second or fourth quarter. And we're making a kind of a little run, and we're there, and they just make a 3, and he just drops his head like, man, what the hell I got to do? This guy's knocking threes now. What? I'm there. I'm in his face. What do you want me to do? So it was frustrating. But
it's just we're just not playing like we normally do, man.
No. And this is my thing too.
Doing something wrong.
Once again, second quarter. We're down 23, and here was the lineup. I literally started laughing. That's why I marked this down. 8 minutes ago, this is down 23. Here's the lineup. Meachik, Joe, Dort, Waters, K-Rich. And the announcers are talking about, if we could just get some stops. I was like, you got 2 of your worst defenders on the court.
That's an awful lineup, man.
What?
Holy Lord.
What are you talking about? And you got guys can't get not one of them can take somebody off the dribble and get their own shot. Not one of them. What the hell are you talking about? What kind of lineup is that? You're not going to score. You're not going to do anything with that lineup. You're not going to do anything. And then it's 32-57 with 5:55, and he put the starters back in. And what happens? Offensive rebound. Nathan, 20 offensive rebounds by them tonight.
It was even the last 2-3 minutes we're making that run. How many offensive rebounds?
Well, Josh, dude, you box out. That was a huge play by them. You're down 9.
Yeah, that perception.
And you don't box out?
Yeah.
And and then of course, listen to our great announcers like, I don't know how he got through there. He didn't box out. That's how he got the rebound. What do you mean? How did he get through there? He was right there. He didn't box out. What do you mean? Why don't you say the reason why that came up, the Thunder's Achilles heel is rebound? Why don't y'all tell the audience that? Why don't you be honest and tell the hell what's going on? Our team doesn't do that. I don't listen to other teams, but I need to start listening to other teams and see if I know Golden State doesn't do that because I know they light them up. I know they light the Lakers up. I know that these announcers, when something happens, they're like, what are you doing? You got to be better. We don't do that. It's not a criticism. It's not like we're criticizing the players. What we're saying is, dude, do your job. We're calling them out. We're not criticizing. We're calling them out. Like we're calling the coach out. And we're criticizing him. But we're calling the coach out. Dude, what are you doing? You're wanting to get stops and score. You have Meechik, Joe, Dort, Waters, and K-Rich on the court. Stops where? To who? How? And Dort, do me a favor. Stop trying to create.
No kidding. My goodness.
Stop trying to create. And guess what they did? And I couldn't believe it. Let me give the coach some props. They snatched him out, put Casey in the end of the game at the end of the second quarter. Dort, why are you trying to? We don't need you. You're no offensive juggernaut who's going to get us back in the game by taking people to the basket, trying to do Euro steps and fade away. No, that is not what we need from you. And snatched him out the game. I'm like, yeah, why didn't you do that in Dallas? Man, on a 30-0 run. So it's 47-35 at halftime. And so I went ahead and did the halftime stats by the halftime box score. Nathan, here's the box score, bro. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Chet, 17 minutes, 5 for 10, 0 for 3. 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Jalen Williams, 15 minutes, 3 for 4, 1 for 1, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 points. Chet, minus 15. SGA, minus 21. J-Dub, minus 11. Josh Giddey, 13 minutes, 2 for 4, 0 for 1, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 points, minus 7. Lou Dort, 14 minutes, 2 for 3, 0 for 1, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 4 points, minus 13. We were minus 21 as a team in the first half. Excuse me, Case and Wallace was minus 21. I'm sorry, excuse me. Wallace was minus 21 in the first half. Isaiah Joe, minus 16. Kendricks Williams, minus 17. Jay Will, in his 2 minutes that he played, he was minus 5 in 2 minutes. How the hell are you minus 5 in 2 minutes? Lindy Waters, minus 2 in 4 minutes. Bertans, in 1 minute, so he didn't start the second quarter. Somebody else had to start the second quarter. But yeah, he in 1 minute he didn't have anything. He was 0 for 1. He took that corner 3, remember, at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
So he and Lindy were 0 for 2. I just putting them in the game. I'm like, why are you putting them in the game? They're not going to score. They're not going to do. I mean, if the other guys aren't scoring, they for sure hell ain't going to do anything. They're not going to give you a lift, and they're going to kill you on the defensive end. So at halftime, Nathan, we're 2 for 15 from 3.
Whoa, man, that was bad.
2 for 15 from 3. And you wonder why you're down 47-75 to a team that is 15-20, losers of 5 straight. The worst 3-point shooting team in the league.
You want to hear a crazy stat I heard today on the pregame show?
What's that?
Let's see, they've lost 10 of their last 12. Brooklyn, I'm talking about.
Yes.
10 of their last 12. So that means they've won 2 games in the last 12. You know who those 2 wins were?
Who?
Detroit. Both of them.
Dude, I'm telling you, we just weren't ready to play. That's the second game in a row.
We haven't seen ready to play in like a week, man.
Well, no. We were ready to play against the Celtics. We were ready to play. We were ready to play against the Celtics. It's just the last two games we have not been ready to play at all.
And it is the third game in 4 nights. I mean, I guess I got to give them that.
Okay, now,
Man.
and you fight, and the problem is you get down, like against the Hawks, you got down so far, and then you have to burn so much energy to get back in the game that it wears you out for the next game, which is basically what happened. It was a continuation of the Hawks game tonight was. And the problem is you have the Wizards next. So when you look at what we have coming up, this is what's scary because we talked about this in our next 10 games, right? We're 2-2. Nets, Celtics, Hawks, Nets. You're 2-2 with the Wizards coming up. You could be 2-3 really easily.
I better not lose that one.
No, I'm just saying you could be 2-3 very easily. So you start the third quarter. I mean, we'll go back to this, but you're 2-3 right now. You lose to the Hawks that you were down 5 or 7. You were down to the Nets tonight. You were 32 down to the Nets tonight. 32 points down to the Nets. But to the Thunder credit, they kept coming back. So you kind of got to give them some credit for not going away. You know what I'm saying? You got to give them credit for that. And speaking of credit, we'd love for you guys to come into, if you go to YouTube, we'd like for you to subscribe, like, and hit notification button. In fact, I was at George's today, Happy Hog, and we got a guy in today that was like, oh, man, I'm listening to you. Where are you at? And so he picked up another subscriber today. So I need to start promoting that, and I'm going to do that. So, but anyway, we picked up another subscriber tonight for the Oklahoma City, for our After the Storm, the OKC Thunder post-game analysis. So go to YouTube, search After the Storm -OKC Thunder, and subscribe, like, hit notifications, as well as the Unpopular Hour. Subscribe, like, hit notification on that for us. Appreciate that if you guys would do that. So that's something that we'd appreciate. And speaking of that, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors right now here in the middle. Collaborative Logic, want to appreciate them for keeping us up and running. If you have any needs for some computers, software to customize for your office, website design, or network upgrade. If you need a new IT person for your, or looking for a new company for your IT, hey, holler at my guys over there at Collaborative Logic and Russell Williford. They can do all that. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the people for that. Holler at my guy Mark Long for any engineering, surveying, or planning. They are the people for that. Smith & Robertson, Boschweiler. Hit my boys up. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, and proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. We appreciate them so much for their sponsorships of that. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. And they're at, you can go in and visit my guy Nathan at the main bank at 401 Elm. They're in downtown Yukon. YNB East, which is off the Parkway in US 66 or 39th Expressway, however you want to look at it. YNB Mustang, which is 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway off Garth Brooks and I-40. You can't miss it. It's just south of I-40 right there. As soon as you exit off east, it's right in front of the hospital. And then YNB Peoples, they're in Bethany, 6201 Northwest 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And, of course, Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pemberton Agency, 4609 Southeast 29th in Dale City, America, 405-670-2424. They're open Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Fridays, 9 to 1. And they're closed on the weekends, proudly serving the Mid-Dale area since 1982. So holler at my guy Mark over there. He is the dude at Mark Pemberton Agency. Now, getting back to the Thunder. Third quarter, we start out. The Nets were on fire. And the second chance points, You know, 20 offensive rebounds. 20. We're 29th out of. We're probably 30th again now after tonight.
We're 30th now. Yeah.
We ought to be 30th. 20 offensive rebounds. Second chance point. You just and part of it is they're bigger than us. Okay, that's we go with smaller lineups. Part of that is that. The other part is Chet is just not strong enough to, even though it's 7 foot, he's still a liability rebounding wise defensively. Okay, he just is. So that hurts us a little bit there because unless Jay Will is in there to take up space, allows Chet to be the 4, which is what his position is. He's a 4, not a 5, but we play him at the 5 simply because we don't have anyone else in their estimation to play the position. But when you give up that second chance points, it's just, but I just think this is the second game in a row, Nathan, that the Thunder weren't ready to play. I mean, I don't know what else to say. The thing is that the Thunder now have been reading their clip. That's called reading your press clippings, listening to the YouTube, listening to all of that. And then the other part is his not willingness not to play SGA more than what he plays him. And then on top of that, on the broadcast tonight, J-Dub, talking about how he's been embraced by the coaching staff, to make mistakes and to be himself and all of that nonsense. Okay, cool. They clearly have that mentality because Dort does the same damn thing. He's clearly has a green light. Everybody on his team has a green light. But I will say tonight, when the game got behind, he was giving SGA the ball more than I've ever seen him. And SGA, of course, is reciprocating back, giving him the ball back. Because I'm thinking, for us to win, he's going to have to forget what Dagnall and they're telling him. And realize SGA is the dude. I am the 2A or 2B. Preferably 2A. But Chet could be 2A. Some nights he could be 2A. They could be 2A, 2B, back and forth, depending on the night. Agreed?
You think he's starting to get that?
Well, it seems like the last couple games he is slowly starting to say what Chet did. Forget what the hell y'all talking about. He's the dude. I'm going to be the Robin. Let's go.
Yeah, I think you're right. He's played, since he's been doing that, and I mean, he's been doing it a little bit longer than the last couple of games. Not as far as
No. But I'm talking about he doesn't come down every time to try to get the ball.
Right.
He slacked on that. Unless they're like tonight, the more times they double teamed SGA or they would have somebody on him, he was down there to retrieve the ball. But I think it's because when SGA's not on the floor, he's so used to having the ball in his hands. He's used to having the ball in his hands, bringing the ball up the court. If that makes sense. Instead of understanding, I don't need to do that.
I mean, he is really playing well.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he is giving the ball up more than he was before. That's my point, that he is coming down the court and going, instead of just taking the ball, he's actually passing the ball to SGA right at half court or just passing half court to give him the ball and let him run the offense. And understanding that if you give SGA the ball, he is going to make the correct play. And his first instinct is, let me try to probe the defense. If I can't get what I want, then the next time I probe the defense, I'm going to probe them in order to get the next shot for you, or you. That's what he does. And if J-Dub would just understand that and go, look, you're going to score your same amount of points, but we're going to be better because if they're not focusing on you and what you're doing, then that's going to make you that much better of a player, which is why you were so good last year. Nobody knew anything about you. But once they understand that you have that little behind the back and he falls down trying to go too fast, he doesn't have the ball skills or the foot speed or the balance to do what he thinks he can do. He doesn't have it. He falls down at least once a game.
Yeah, he does.
But anyway, so I'm starting to see that development. Now, the next thing has to happen is, dude, in the fourth quarter, Nathan, we're down 16. It's 93-109. Okay? And we're making a run. And I'm just going, it's 7 minutes to go. We made a run, and you don't have SGA on the floor. You still have Michik on the floor. You have your 11th or 12th best player on the floor with 7 minutes to go, down 16. I don't understand it. What you call timeout and you don't make the lineup change right then and there. Now, what's going to happen is when you're playing on national TV and you don't have Thunder guys who are going to not tell you what's happening in the game, that will be exposed. If you get down and you're making a run and your best player is sitting on the bench at 7 minutes to go and you're making a run and you have a backup in, they're going to bring that to the audience's attention. Okay? They're going to bring that to the attention of the audience. That's what's going to happen right then and there. So, no SGA, and guess what? At that point, I look over after the timeout. Guess who he puts to the podium? Puts to the thing. Isaiah Joe. And I'm like, you're going to put Isaiah Joe in the game with 7 minutes to go before one of the top 10 NBA players in the league. You're going to put somebody who's not an all-star, who's not in the top 25, not in the top 50. You're going to put him in the game with the Thunder making a run. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Unfortunately.
So it's 97-111. You have SGA, Josh, Joe, and Dort, and J-Dub. And I'm like, why are you taking? I didn't know why he took Chet out. Chet had been in there pretty much the whole time. He needed to get a rest. I guess that's part of it. But to me, you have to, at this point, you need your starters. And, of course, he put Chet back in with about 3 minutes to go, something like that. But, I'm just going, guys, this guy, he just doesn't get it, Nathan. He is a minutes manager. He is the Russell Westbrook of this team. He is going to cost us games, and you're not going to win playoff games. If you're down 14 or 16 and you're making a run at 7 minutes to go and you have your backups in the damn game, you're going to lose a playoff game. And guess what? It's the best of 7. You can't give away a game. You can't give away a game. You can't give away a game. And that's why I wanted to be in the playoffs so bad last year. Okay? Because I wanted, I'm not talking about the play-in where you're playing one with. I'm talking about an actual where you're in a 7-game series to see what the hell he was going to do. That gives the coaches some sort of understanding of what he needs to do. The players what they need to do, because playoffs is different than regular season. Because Josh in the second game, what did he have? 40, 30, whatever. What did he have against Minnesota? What was something?
Yeah, 30. I think a 30-point triple-double. I think.
Yeah, something
30,
stupid,
10.
something insane. Okay. So, to me, that would have been perfect opportunity. That's why I wanted to make the playoffs so bad last year. And, of course, they did not do the things they needed to do because they were not trying to win. Which, of course, they ended up, Dagnott ended up admitting that. We don't care what the outside world thinks. We have a plan. We're building our team. Screw that. We're ready to win. You got the team to win. What are you waiting on? What are you building? You're there. So, I don't know. But anyway, and then, I'm sorry, Nathan. How do you not call walking?
Yeah, I know. On Mikel Bridges. Yeah, I know. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that was an awful call. He took 5 steps?
He took 3.5, 4 steps right in front of the official. You're down 7 points. He clearly walked. He caught the ball 1, 2, 3, then put the ball down, then got fouled.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and he's looking right at it. And he's also the one that, remember when we were at the free throw line, and unfortunately for us, we have Biley's TV. Okay, and they're terrible. Chet was at the line, and the thing goes to 0, and the Brooklyn Nets are still on the side. They're not in the game yet. That's a delay of game. That same guy is the guy that you dagnall going, how did you miss that? He goes, well, coach, it was done. No, if we're at the line and it's at 0, that's a delay of game on them. That's a tech. SGA shoots the free throw, and then Chet gets his other one. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's a possible 3-point swing right there, or more. So, but once again, 20 offensive rebounds. Here's the end game. It's just watching this just.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard.
Nets 16 and 20. Winners of their last game. Oklahoma City 23 and 11. Losers of their last 2 in a row and two against arguably one of the worst teams in the league, the Nets. And then the other team they lost to is a decent team.
I don't know if I'd say worst team in the league.
Well, they're one of the
pretty bad teams out there.
Yeah, Detroit is worse, and somebody else is. Who else? Somebody else is worse.
There's a lot of teams that are worse than them.
Well, they're yeah, but I'm sorry. How many? What were they losing? What out of what? What was it again? What'd you say? What was it again?
10 out of 12, and it's only 2 wins against the Pistons.
But once again, they had just played the Thunder last week. It reminds me of the Chiefs and the Broncos and the Chiefs and the Raiders.
The Nets are actually in the play-in tournament, man. In the East.
Dude, I know the Nets. Listen, the Nets. To me, the Nets are. They have to be on, and tonight they were on, all game. The first time they played in Oklahoma City, they were only on in the first quarter.
Yeah, they got a good roster, man.
They do. Anyway, they ended up being 14 for 39, and they missed most of those in the second half. They missed most of those in the fourth quarter. The Thunder, 18 for 36, 50%. They ended up shooting 45% for the game. We shot 53. 50 rebounds to 36. And remember, 20 of those were offensive rebounds. So they had 30 defensive rebounds and 20, count them, 20 offensive rebounds, and I think we had 7. And we'll see that here in just a minute. 62 pips, points in the paint, 48 to them. 14 turnovers is all they got. We did not turn them over again. I don't think SJ had a steal again tonight. And 43, our bench scored 43-19. And Isaiah Joe has just not been very good. Here are the final stats. Chet Holmgren, 35 minutes, 8 for 15, 0 for 4, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 17 points. Shocking. J-Dub and SGA played the same amount of minutes. What a shocker. There you go. J-Dub, the Oklahoma City Thunder savior. J-Dub, let's go, Thunder. 8 for 11, 2 for 4, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers for 20 points. SGA, 36 minutes, 11 for 19, 2 for 5, 10 for 15. 9 rebounds, 6 assists, no steals. 34 points, minus 10, plus minus 10. J-Dub was the only one in pluses. He was a plus 3. Josh Giddey, 24 minutes, 5 for 9, 0 for 1, 3 for 4, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 points. Lou Dort, 29 minutes, 5 for 8, 2 for 5, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 12 points. Man, J-Dub, 2 minutes, Bertan, 1 minute, Lindy Waters, 4 minutes. Why he's even playing, I don't even know. Kendricks Williams, terrible night. 12 minutes, 0 for 1, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Non-existent.
Did you see that rebound he got and then Claxton just took it away from him?
Well, he didn't see him.
Come on, man.
No, he didn't see him. He was doing, no, Nathan, in his defense, he caught the ball and he was trying to kick it out at the same time. And he never knew Claxton was there. So that's that. Yeah, I'm saying he was trying to catch it and pass it at the same time. He never saw him there. Now, if he'd have known he was there, he would have held the ball and let him go by, then made the pass. But he was trying to catch it and pass it all at the same time. Because that's the first thing I thought was, man, take care of the ball. And then after I saw the replay, I'm like, yeah, no, that was a good play by Claxton. Really good play. That's not K. Rich's fault. He was trying to get rid of the ball, kick it out, get the fast break going. Isaiah Joe, 20 minutes. 1 for 5, 1 for 3. Dude, why he's trying to do fadeaways and pull up and try to create shots, dude, just if you don't catch the ball and shoot the 3, don't try to create. Don't try to create. 3 points. Aaron Wiggins, 8 minutes. 1 for 2, 0 for 1. No rebounds, 2 assists. Missed a huge 3. That was a big 3 that he missed, by the way.
Yeah,
Micic, 12 minutes, 3 for 4, 0 for 1. Dude, he's got to get in his mind to score more. He doesn't even look to score. We made a dish out pass to him underneath, and he backed it out and made a pass. I'm like, dude, shoot the damn ball. And then they called timeout. Yeah, and I was like, and then it's like, to me, it's like, then this is fourth quarter. Then the Thunder called timeout, and you don't take him out again. It's a perfect opportunity to put SGA in the game. 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Let's go. He put him in the game. You leave Micic back out there. Now, Micic did hit a shot, but I'm like, what are you doing? And you waited for 2 minutes before you put your starters back in. He is a minutes manager. He is the Russell Westbrook of this team. That's what I told you. I'm going to start calling him Russell Westbrook. That's who he is. Kason Wallace, 23 minutes, 3 for 7, 2 for 4, 2 rebounds, 8 points. 8 points.
I don't know, man.
I really don't. I really don't. Now, here's the thing. Have you voted for your All-Star vote yet?
I have not, actually.
Here's my NBA voting. Now, it's already changed from today to tonight. The ones who have not changed are Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Jason. Those are my 3. I don't see them changing. Okay. Tyrese Maxey is still in there, barely. Tyrese Halliburton over Trae Young.
For sure.
But I had Trae in there. And so every Monday and every Monday and every Monday, Friday, I'm changing up. I'm going to go, here's this one. I may do it every day. I don't know. It just depends.
I just don't see how you can put Trae in a ahead of time.
No, you can't.
Because you can't.
No, after what he's doing, he's just putting on a show. And I think he'll be. I think the way he's playing, I think he'll replace SGA and all NBA the way he's going. But it's going to depend on what the records are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to depend on what the records are. You can't put Tyrese Maxey all NBA if your team has the 7th best record and SGA is 3rd or 4th. You can't do that. But if the Pacers have a better record than the Thunder, then he will. But once again, the Thunder aren't on TV, which kills Chet.
Right.
Kills Chet. Now
Hey, did you see in the total fan vote though that Chet's number 9 in the front court voting?
Yeah, number 9 in front court. Yes. SGA is number 3 overall. 900,000. We got to get him to $1 million. Huh?
Behind Steph and oh God, how did I put
Luka.
Doncic?
Yeah.
Luka? Yeah.
Luka is Luka, Steph, Shea.
Mm-hmm. And Shea's pretty far ahead too, isn't he? 4th.
Of course, the who?
Of the 4th guy. He's pretty far. It's 1, 2, 3, and then there's a big gap, right?
Yeah, between the 4 and 5, yes. So anyway, you got my starting 5 are Kevin Durant, Jokic, Kawhi taking the place of LeBron, and Luka and SGA. So Trae Young got replaced by Tyrese Halliburton, and Kawhi replaced LeBron because the Clippers won again tonight. Or they were winning. I'm assuming they won again tonight. Let me see. What's the score now? Let me see. Where is the Clippers at? The Magic are now beating the Nuggets. How about that? Wow. I didn't see that coming. The Nuggets were kicking their butts. The Nuggets were kicking their butts and they came back. I had that wrong. The T-Wolves, of course, beat the Rockets. And the Lakers are beating the Grizzlies. And the Warriors are beating the Pistons. Shocker. And the Kings are beating the Raptors. And what am I looking for? Oh, where is it? Clippers and Pelicans. Okay, the Clippers beat the Pelicans by 16 in New Orleans, by the way.
Pretty good.
They're on the roll, man.
That is perfect.
They're on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
And the Timberwolves came back. They had lost 2 in a row, they lost 1, so they've come back, and they're back on the winning deal, beating up on the Rockets by 27 in Houston. They beat about 27 in Houston, and of course the Suns, who are that other team, are beating the Heat in Phoenix by 20. And of course the Clippers beat the Suns the other night, so they're making their statement as well. The Lakers are beating the Grizzlies, and how about the Lakers being a little upset and calling out their coach with his substitution pattern?
I know.
Thunder would never do that. Thunder people don't do that. They don't call their coach out.
Hey, let me ask you something. Speaking of other teams, did you see that thing? And I don't know what to make of this yet, but did you see that thing where Wembanyama, coach took him out and he checked himself back in? Did you see that?
No.
Oh man, you need to go check that out. It's like he's on a minutes restriction. Is that 24 minutes or something?
Okay.
Yeah, so he's on a minutes restriction. He goes out and it's 24 minutes, and it's like 3 minutes to go in the game. And they're down by 16. And he goes out, and then I guess about a minute or so left, he comes to the scores table and checks himself in. Like coach didn't tell him to check in. He goes and checks himself in. And then I guess the coach realized it or something, and then he took him right back out. It's like 30 seconds later. Go check that out.
Wow, that was interesting. Well, that's because Popovich, unlike our coach, doesn't stand out there at half court right there at the scores table, so he can be seen the whole game either.
Right.
Most coaches sit there on the bench, let their players play, and then gets up when they need to get up to make a statement or make a comment that needs to be made. Our coach has to stand up because he's got guys on the floor that shouldn't be on the damn floor. So that's how that's happening. But anything else you got to say about tonight, bro?
No, I'm good, man. Just been painful to watch, but yeah, I mean.
Well, now they've got to get back on the winning track. We're now at 23-11, and part of it.
They making 28-12, man. They ain't doing that.
That's okay. Like I said, 28-12 at the end of this stretch. They are 23. They're 23-11, which means you have to beat the Wizards, you got to beat the Heat, you got to beat the Blazers, you got to beat the Magic, and you got to beat either the Lakers or the Clippers to be 28-12.
They haven't.
It's doable.
26 and 14, 27. It's doable, but something's happened.
I remember I said if we're 25
14,
if we're 25 and 15, like I said, this coach is not the dude. That's what I said all along. If we're 25 and 15,
it's worse 25 and 15.
Yes, it worse 25 and 15. Yes.
So, I mean, I think I said 27 and 13 is what I said. And I'm obviously after the night, I think I'm leaning more towards 26 and 14. But again, that's just my opinion.
Okay, so the next 3 games, you think of you need 3 wins. I need 5, right?
Yeah.
So your 3 wins, you have the Wizards, the Heat, the Blazers, and the Magic.
Okay. I go.
And then at the Lakers and at the Clippers. So right now we are 2-2.
It depends on how we play, man. If we play like we did tonight, we're gonna lose all 6 of those games. Well, not all 6 of them. We'll go 2 and 4. But I mean, you can't. We just lost to 2 awful teams, man.
Yeah, you did.
Teams, but not good.
The 2 teams.
So, I mean,
these the Hawks, Nets, and Wizards should have been W's.
If we lose to Washington, I mean that's gonna be awful. Man. You could go 0-5 there. I mean because your confidence is going to be shot after that.
And then you have to play at the Heat. And remember, we played, 17 games, 5 back-to-backs?
Yeah, this month is your toughest month of the season, too. We have 17 games and 5 back-to-backs. Yeah, it's tough. So, I mean, there's no rest this month for sure. So, I mean, I think probably 4-2, so that would put us at 27-13. I think you probably win Washington. So you win Washington, you win Portland, you win against the Magic, and then you probably win 1 out of 2 against Clippers or Lakers. That'd be my guess. And you lose to.
I think you beat the Heat. I think we beat the Wizards, beat the Heat. We beat the Blazers, lose to the Magic, and split with the Lakers and Clippers. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that puts us at 27.
No, that's 5, isn't it?
Washington is 24. Heat's 25. Blazers is 26. Lose to Orlando, and you beat either the Clippers or Lakers.
I mean, you just flip-flopped on the Heat in Orlando game.
Yes, I don't. I think we can beat the Heat. I worry about the Magic.
Well, the reason I say that the Magic versus the Heat is the Magic game's at home. Heat's on the road, right?
That's why I'm worried.
Because we're at home versus on the road.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you not seen our home record, dude?
No, I know. I just, I mean, it's the sixth man, Oklahoma City fans.
We don't have a 6-man, bro.
Oh, come on. We do too.
No, we don't. Not anymore. Not anymore.
I'm not talking about an actual 6-man. I'm talking about the crowd.
No, I understand what the hell you're talking about, bro. I play basketball. I understand what the 6-man is. That's what I was talking about.
It's there.
No, it's not. Not yet. Not like it used to be. It's not there yet.
Well, not like it used to be, but
This is why it's not like it used to be. The reason why yet is because this guy doesn't keep the guys that everybody wants to see on the court long enough. He keeps SG out way too long, and KD or Russell were on the court all the time. And they're playing JD. Put like this. Once again, the Thunder, if this guy continues to do what he's doing play-wise, J-Dub is not the same as SGA. They're not the same guy. They're not the same player. And no matter what you try to make it, you're playing him the same amount of minutes. One isn't even in the thought process of vote getting, not even the process, but you think he's as good and he's playing as many minutes. It's beyond me as far as what they are looking at. I know what it is. They don't know what the hell they're doing. That's what I'm telling you. But anyway, that's just me. All right, brother. Anything else? I'm done.
I don't know, man. I kind of flip-flopping here. I mean, I'm going in between a little bit, but I think it's, you're going to yell at me. You're going to yell at me.
You're flip-flopping.
You're just a cat.
Quit flip-flopping and just stay whatever you're going to say. Stay where you're going to be. Quit flip-flopping.
I just think you're being a tad tough. Just a tad. No, hold on.
Okay. As far as what's concerned.
Well, I don't know, man.
Well, because you made the statement. So what do you know that you're making a statement? I'm too hard as on what?
I think not necessarily coach. I think you're too hard of the organization as far as Jalen Williams goes.
Oh, am I? I don't follow them on social media anymore, bro.
I knew this was going to open a can of worms.
No, you're not opening up a can of worms. There's nothing to discuss. That's what they're doing. I don't want to listen to their damn broadcast. I cannot wait till we have NBA TV and TNT so I don't have to hear their mouths. I can listen to somebody who is knowledgeable about the game and who's not, they're not driven by what the Thunder want, their Thunder narrative. Cannot wait. I cannot wait for it, man. I'm going to be so happy when I don't have to deal with the Thunder narrative. Cannot wait. I can't. So I'm not being hard. They are doing what they're doing. No matter what you're trying to say, you can look at the amount of minutes played. You can look at the thing. There's no way in the hell Jalen Williams should be playing the same amount as SGA. No way.
but there's not. There's not. He does.
There's no way that SGA should be sitting and Micic should be in a game that you're trying to come back and win with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. No way.
I have no disagreement with that.
So what part of the narrative are you talking about?
I'm just talking. I'm just like strictly the SGA J-Dub narrative. Like, I'm not saying that there's not a little bit of that going on.
There's a lot of that going on, and what I said is that J-Dub is starting to do what Chet did and said, screw what the hell the Thunder are talking about. I'm going to start going, here's the dude, and then let me play off of him, and if they're more worried about him than me, I get to score more and I'm more productive. That is my point. Okay. Forget what the hell the Thunder want. Forget what the coach wants. Forget what the management wants. Have the same attitude that Chet has. And the Thunder will be successful. But if he thinks he is the man and he can do whatever and he's listening to them, we're not going to do anything. It's not going to happen. You have to have a coach that goes. You have to have a coach that goes. Your job is to score. Your job is to be 2A. Your job is to be 2A or 2B, just like his 2A, 2B. Dort, I need you to play defense and not worry about trying to create offensively. If you're open for a 3, fine. If you get a cut to the basket, fine. But trying to take people one-on-one, I don't want that. Like when Dort shot that 3 tonight, why didn't you pass the ball to SGA? You took the 3.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with you on Dort.
So that's part of it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want a coach to do, not try to coach up J-Dub that you're the man. The hell that ain't gonna work. He ain't the man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. It's the simple fact that if SGA is not our number one focus, we're not going to win.
No, but you're saying that I'm being hard on the Thunder on that narrative about them pushing J-Dub.
Just that narrative. Not the coaching rotations, not any of that stuff. I agree with you on all that stuff. I don't know. I really would like, and we'll never know. But I would.
Yeah, we will. I know already. It's clear to me.
About the fly on the wall in the locker room is what I'm saying. The narrative, the relationship, the true relationship between Jalen Williams and SGA. I really would like to know. Not the organization, but them two personally.
Okay. What I'm seeing the last couple games is them high-fiving, them talking more, and J-Dub passing the ball to him more. That's what I'm seeing. I didn't see that those other games. That's my point. That's the point I made earlier. He's coming around of Chet's way of thinking. If he comes around to that way of thinking, we're going to be better, regardless of what Russell Westbrook is doing as the coach.
All right. Sounds good, man.
I'm telling you, the dude's going to cost us possessions. 7 minutes to go. Why do you have Micic on the floor instead of SGA in the fourth quarter trying to win a game? What in your mind are you? You've got your 11th or 12th best player in the game, and you're making a run. And you sit him for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes before you put him in the game.
No disagreements whatsoever.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you who he is, man. And everybody said the same thing when I was talking about Westbrook. The same thing came out of their mouth that just came out of yours. Oh, you're being too hard. Blah, blah, blah. They're not doing that. And then what happened? Exactly what I said was going to happen happened. Exactly what I said was going on went on. Exactly what I said.
I don't disagree with you on
Yes, you do. You disagree on the Thunder and what they're doing. Just like I said with Westbrook and KD, it came to fruition. The same thing that they're doing now is coming to fruition. I'm telling you. I said the exact same thing with KD.
I'm not talking about on the court stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the publicist marketing stuff. I guess is right. I don't know what the exact word I should use is, but that kind of stuff. Because here's why I disagree.
How are you disagreeing and you're not a follower?
Well, let me just kind of throw this out there, and you call me stupid or wrong or whatever.
Unbelievable.
I think that listen, hold on, let me finish it. I think that SGA is at a level. Now, should the Thunder be promoting it a little bit more? I agree with they should. But I think if SGA is at such a level right now where he can self-promote. if that makes sense.
Well, the NBA is promoting him. ESPN is promoting
Yeah, so, I
him.
mean,
Fox,
he's
everybody
getting
else,
promoted.
listen, everybody else but the Thunder are promoting SGA.
And do you
That's
think
a
that
fact.
he's getting so much publicity that
By
maybe
everybody
they have
else
to?
other than the Thunder. That is my only point.
But do you think that they don't have to because of the other stuff?
They promoted Westbrook.
I guess I just don't remember that. I mean, I
That's what
wasn't.
they did.
Is it,
They allowed him. They
was it,
allowed Steven Adams to box out so he could get rebounds, so he could have a triple double.
I don't disagree with any of that.
Okay, so
I remember.
what do you mean? Where's your argument against what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not talking about on the court. I'm talking about just.
I'm talking about on the court too. On the court mattered because what were they promoting? Oh, look, Russell scores another triple double. Russell. All you hear from the Thunder is J-Dub. That's a fact. There's no arguing that.
SGA promotes himself on the court.
My point is, off the court, which is what you were saying in social media, the Thunder don't promote SGA. They don't. That's why I do not follow them anymore.
But is it because they don't have to?
The point is, how the hell are you not? How are you not promoting him as MVP? Hold on. How are you not? Hold on. How are you not promoting him as MVP and you're not promoting Chet as the Rookie of the Year? You're promoting a guy who is not going to do anything. He's not in for the Rookie of the Year. He's not in for MVP. He's not in for the All-Star team. He's not in for All NBA. But that's who you're promoting.
Well, and here's my counter to that. I think that's maybe why because he's not in for any of that other stuff, and the other guys already are getting.
But the point is, they're not getting it from his own team. That's the point I'm making.
I know. But,
so you're making, listen, so what you're telling me is because they're getting press from other people, you're not promoting your best players. That's your point.
I think you don't have to.
You have to. Okay. Why do the Golden State Warriors promote Steph Curry? Why do the Milwaukee Bucks promote Giannis? Why do they promote Giannis and Dame Lillard? Why do the Knicks promote Jalen Brunson? Why?
I can't answer that
because the Thunder don't have the same mentality as winners do. That's why.
Okay.
To your point, I'm like, you're making a point that makes zero sense. What team doesn't promote their best players? Because they don't have to.
I'm trying to find a silver lining in the stuff.
There's no silver lining. Every other team promotes their best player except for the Thunder. Okay? That's it. You're trying to come up with a reason why they're not. Yeah, what is the reason why you don't? Why are you the only team that doesn't promote? Why do other teams promote your best player more than you do?
Call it wishful thinking, Matt. Call it wishful thinking.
No, why? I'm asking you. Why is that, Mr. Wishful Thinker?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, you're trying to give me an out. You're trying to give him an out. Give me an out. Why don't the Thunder promote their best player? Because they don't need to, right? And okay, and my answer to that is, well, why does the Golden State Warriors? Why do the New York Knicks? Why do the Boston Celtics? Why do the Milwaukee Bucks? I could go down the New York Knicks, the San Antonio Spurs.
Do you want me to throw it out and make you even more mad?
You're not making me mad. I just think it's funny.
Okay. Because the Thunder do things differently. The only thing I come up
So
with.
what you're saying is the Thunder do not want to be a winner.
Maybe they're trying to find their own way to win.
What was the analogy you said yesterday to me about what our boy Trammell said? What did he say?
That's kind of on the lines I was going. It said, what do you say? Playing more than 10 people. What do you say? Playing more than 10 people they feel is a strategic advantage.
Okay, and then what did Jim Traber say?
You got to throw my words back in there. He said, if you're trying to win, hold on. He said he's never seen a team that's trying to win do that.
Yes. So once again, back to my point. What are you talking about?
I'm so twisted in this conversation.
No, I'm saying if you're trying to win, why aren't you promoting your best player?
Because you don't have to.
Okay, then why do the Golden State Warriors and every other NBA team promote their best player? They don't have to either.
I guess it's just a different way to do
They're
it.
a winning mentality. They want to win. They're not trying to build some sort of, oh, well, let's draft and develop and remember, they did not draft SGA. They traded for him. And by the way, guess who the guy who was drafted in front of him was? The player right in front of him.
That would be I heard that on the announcement.
Mikal Bridges.
Yes, Mikal Bridges.
And it's so funny is, and then Michael Cage didn't know. He goes, yeah, well, where did SGA go? And the announcer was like, to the Clippers? Don't you know that? I'm like, how the hell do you not know that? That we fleeced, that Sam Presti fleeced the Clippers. He fleeced them by getting SGA and all the picks. Fleeced them. I mean, Sam Presti fleeced them by getting SGA, somebody they did not want to give up, and got picks.
So far,
because I can promise you, if SGA would still be there, James Harden and Russell Westbrook wouldn't be on the team.
Wouldn't be there. Nope.
And can you imagine him with Paul George and Kawhi? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You wouldn't beat that team.
Oh, my God, dude. They'd be winning a chip. With SGA, Kawhi, and George. You talking about 3 wing defenders, elite wing defenders, and they all can score one-on-one. You can't stop any of them going one-on-one. Not one of them. They get to any shot that they want on any spot, and they can D you up. Yeah, that would be nasty. But thank God our great GM fleeced their ass.
Yeah.
Give me a bunch of picks. Because guess what? Those picks turned into what? Chet and who else?
No.
Not Chet.
That was our pick. It was J-Dub, Trey Man, and J-Dub, Trey Man, and
Josh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was Josh ours?
No, that Josh was on too. J-Dub, Trey Man, I think so far. All right.
Yeah, this is year 4.
Because the Miami Heat was Trey Man, and J-Dub was the Clippers pick. So 21, we got Trey Man, which could have had Şengün. Just saying, could have had Şengün. It would probably fix our rebounding problems instead of Trey Man.
Yeah, that's a glaring hole, bro. But once again, marketing fills that hole.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want him because how are we going to re-sign him in 2 years and sign everybody we got? And on top of that, that's an expensive rental for 2 years.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I like to trade, but I don't.
Because what that means is you're going to trade Josh Giddey. You got to. If you're trying to re-sign him, you got to trade Josh.
Which I wouldn't be upset.
Okay, but I'm saying you got to trade Josh. Then the whole thing is, on top of that, what's going to happen with J-Dub and Chet and how much you're going to pay them. And right now, marketing, of course, is going to be an all-star again.
If you have SGA, Marketing, J-Dub, and Chet, you could pay them.
Well, you got to remember though. Yeah, but then you'd have to really your pick. Remember, then but the problem is, to get marketing, you're going to delete the picks you're going to need to continue to build, because right now they want Kaysen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we don't want to give up Kaysen, but they want Kaysen. So that means that you can re-sign Joe and Wiggins to basically nothing contracts, or somebody can come in and steal them from you, because you don't have the room to pay them because of who you got to pay down the road. So somebody can come in and steal them easily from you on purpose.
You got hit wrapped up for the next 3 years. 3 years at $9 million, I think.
Who? Kendrick Williams. Nobody's gonna steal him from you. I'm talking about Wiggins coming up. I'm talking about Wiggins coming up.
It's going to depend on how much they.
I'm not giving up Kaysen, but remember, you lose their 2024 pick for next year, which of course is still top 10 protected.
Which we're going to lose. Yes, we're going to lose. But the only thing is with that pick, it conveys, I think, top 8 the year after and top 8 the year after that. So you still have it if you don't give it up. which we've already traded our worst pick this year, which
Yes.
honestly might be our pick. We've already traded that to Denver. So we have whichever pick comes in worst. For
We
us
have 3
comes
picks.
in
We have 3 picks left.
Yeah,
And if we give
well,
up Marketing, if we get Marketing, we'll only have one. Only have one because we'll give them the other 2. So we had 4 going in, and we'd have 1 left over if we trade for Marketing, because Utah will have ours. They'll have theirs and Houston's picks.
yeah, but so we have Houston top 4 protected, Clippers unprotected, our pick, and Jazz top 10 protected. The Jazz pick isn't going to convey this year.
Right.
So I mean, unless we trade it back to them, which that'd be kind of awesome to be honest, because it might not ever convey. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but they also want Houston's pick.
Yes, and then we would have our pick and Houston's picks.
No, they want Houston's pick too.
We would have our pick and the Clippers pick.
Correct.
But then we've
already traded
one of
that,
those.
so we'd only have our pick left.
We only have one. Yeah, well, we'll probably be.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We'd only have 1 pick left.
So I mean, I mean, honestly, dude, you're going to see on draft night. I don't think they might draft 1 or 2 guys. They're not drafting 3 or 4 guys.
No, our deal is this: our biggest glaring hole is in the paint.
We just need a big guy, man.
We need somebody who can rebound, and that's Marketing for us. But the price is too high, to me.
Yeah, I agree.
The price is too high.
Let's be real. They're not going to do anything this year.
No, they're not. And like I said last night, Nathan, I wouldn't do anything. I mean, I'm like, okay,
I would. No, I'm fine.
we know what our hole is. To me, you take this team and you go as far as you can, and then you go, okay, this is what we're really missing. This is what we need.
Yeah, but you can't. To me, you can't get it in the draft either.
But you might be able to trade. What I'm saying is, you know what you need, and you'll know who the player is that you'll need. You'll know how to address that through that this year. You'll actually know what you're missing.
Well, to me,
and right now, we know we can't play 12 players. That's what we're missing right now. Especially playing Lindy Waters.
Dude, don't say my guy. Say Randy's guy. You were about to say my guy.
The Commander's guy.
That's Randy's guy.
All right, brother. Have a good one. I'll tolerate you. When is our next game? Sunday? Sunday. What's today? Friday? Yeah, Sunday.
Monday.
Yeah, at the Wizards.
It's Monday.
Is it Monday?
I think it's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday. So we'll see how that works. All right, brother. Peace out. And I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of After the Storm, your Oklahoma City Thunder post-game analysis show. And just say bye to my guy, Nathan Taylor, YMB, Mr. I don't know what the hell he's drinking and talking about tonight. I don't know what he's talking about. I really don't. I don't get it. But anyway, that's why you have a co-host, somebody to go opposite of the way you think. Right, Nathan?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I got to bring some different. I mean, I just don't want to be a yes man on the show. You know what I mean?
You're definitely not a yes man. That's for sure. That being said, hey.